Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Glam, and today I created this green smoky eye look. If you guys like this eye look, keep on watching and I'll show you how to create it. So I already have my skin base on, my whole skincare routine with sunscreen and everything. And I made myself a little matcha. Look how cute. So fit like the vibe of the makeup. I got these cups at Anthropology. They're the icon cups and they have a cute little white bow. So I kind of want to do like a green smoky eye for today. I'm going to show you. These are the vibes. Yeah, something like this. Or I don't know. Or like light green. Something like that. And sorry if I keep looking. So I'm learning how to look at the lens. I continue to look at the screen, but I need to learn how to just look at the lens. So yeah, let's try to do this inspired type of look and let's see what we come up with. So first, I already have my skincare prep on. Every good makeup starts with a good base. So make sure you have a good routine. Your skin is hydrated, it's dewy, like that you could apply your makeup products on and it's going to look even more better. So I'm going to go in with Sai, the Sai um, Glowy Super Gel Illuminator in Warm Glow. I love this as like to put under my foundation to give me more of a dewy look. So I'm just going to do like 2 pumps, 3 pumps. And we're going to put it all over our face and down our neck. So for today, I think I'm going to start with my eyes first and see how I like it. And then go in with our base for our makeup. I usually always start with skin first and then I do eyes, but today we're going to work opposite and do our eyes first and then we'll do our eyes before our face. So look how pretty like that leaves your skin so glowy and illuminated. It's amazing for under your foundation. So first we're going to go in with our brows. Today I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. I love this brow gel. This makes your brows hold the whole day. So I love this. And today we're going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Granite. So since it's going to be a dramatic look, I want a bold brow. So we're just going to brush our brows up. I'm using from Anastasia the brow brush in number 12. It's this one that comes with a very thin brush. And then this is the spoolie. So we're just going to brush them up. Brush up our brows. And now first we're going to go with our brow gel from Rare Beauty. This is the applicator. The brush. We're just going to brush them up like that they're in place first. So we're just going to set them like this. And set the brows like that. And then we're going to do the other brow. So actually we're going to do the face before our eyes because I want to do like that GER transition video. So yeah, we're going to do that. Brows take forever to do sometimes when you want them so perfect. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more product. I feel like I need more product at the end. Okay, so we have one brow. Now let's do the next one. Like I have bold brows, but I have a lot of sparseness like on my tail. So that's why I like to fill them in like that. They just look more full in general. It's mostly like my fullness is here in the front, but at the end, at least with this brow, because this is my better brow, this one is more sparse. Let's see if you guys could pick up the type of strokes that I'm doing. And to fill them in, I'm just following my natural shape of my brow. I'm not making them thicker. So now we're just gonna use some concealer to clean up the bottom of our brows to make them look more snatched. I'm using the Hourglass concealer in the color Sand. It's 1.5. I'm just picking up a little bit and putting it in the back of my hand. You don't need a lot. And I'm just gonna go in with a concealer brush, something like this, like a flat brush, and just pick up some of the product. And we're gonna just underline our brows like this. And I let that sit for a little bit while I do the other one. My little trick to clean this up, I use the spoolie brush for this. So sometimes I hate having that harsh line. So what I do is just I use the spoolie and I blend the product up into my brow very lightly. And I use my finger to blend the rest. And that's how I blend the underbrow concealer. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the color Custard. I love this for like underpainting. So actually with that same concealer brush, we're gonna go in with the product. So I like to put this around my nose, very lightly under my eyes. And if I have any pimples around my face, I'll put this on top. So like this. Those are like just a few spots I could put it. So, and now we're just gonna blend. For foundation today, we're gonna use the Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk. This is one of my favorite foundations, and we're gonna use it in the color 5.25. This is just amazing. It's a really, really good foundation. You want full coverage. It's medium to full coverage, I believe, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. It makes your skin look so luminous and so skin-like, so I love that. So we're just gonna do 2 pumps in the back of our hand, and I'm gonna use my finger to just dot it on my face like that. And we're gonna go in with a Morphe brush. This is the M103 foundation brush, and we're just gonna pounce it. So with my foundation, I like to keep it on the outside of my face because anyways, we're gonna go in with concealer. So I don't really go so in with it under my eyes, no. And don't forget your neck. We're gonna bring it down the neck. I am gonna go in with probably like another pump. But since we're doing like a dramatic look, this is a good foundation for it. So we have it blended with the brush. We got our neck. And now with my beauty blender, it's already wet, but whatever's still in the back of my hand, I'm just gonna blend it a little bit more on top. So now we're gonna go in with contour and bronzer. So the duo that I'm using today is from Dior, the Dior Forever Skin Contour in Tan, and also the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. This is in what color? In Fair Medium. I'm just gonna use this on like certain points of my face and to nose contour, and this on mostly on the outside. So with the Dior, I like to actually put it on the back of my hand first. And we are going to use, let's see what we're going to use. Where are you? We're going to use this type of brush. This is old. This is like an old Morphe brush. I'm not sure what number it is, but this type of brush, we're just gonna blend it and pick up the product from the back of our hand instead of just applying it on our forehead. So let's make sure it's blended. We're gonna start on our forehead and then our temples, and then we'll chisel out our face. So We're gonna do forehead. I have a big forehead, so I like to definitely contour it and bronze it up to give it like that illusion of a smaller forehead. Okay, and then now we're gonna get some for our temples. And like that, this is a good way to have more control of the product like that. You're not overdoing it. So you just slowly pick up and then place it wherever you need more. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for my forehead and now go in with contouring my cheeks. So I like to contour a little bit higher than where my cheeks sink in. So as you can see, usually when you contour, you just suck in your cheek, and that line that you have there, you could put in the product and start from the outside of your face and slowly work in like that. Everything is blended. So where my natural line is, I like to go a little higher and place my contour there. So just go in a little bit higher like that. And I work from the outside inward and in very small portions like that. Pick up more. And so you see, whenever I suck in it's here, I like to go above it. And sorry if I'm looking here, I have my mirror, so that's where I see myself. So that's why I'm looking this way when I'm applying products. I'm still trying to figure out like my whole setup film situation and how other people have theirs set up. So it's gonna be constantly changing until I have like the perfect setup. So for the jawline, I literally just place it right under my jawline. And I go in the same direction of my jawline. So even like from all the way back here, behind my ear, all the way down. Okay, guys, sorry, we are back like this. I know we left off with the Dior bronzer. I'm trying to film the grr trend on TikTok, so that's why we have this situation. A little transition video. So yeah, we're like this right now. So we're just gonna continue, okay? Let me fix my ears. After the Dior bronzer stick, I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury in fair medium, the contour ones, and that's where you see all the little dots around my face. And also I'm gonna add some here on my jawline. And then I went in with the Huda Beauty Liquid Blush in Sunset Lychee. This is one of my favorite colors. This is the applicator. So I have that for my cheek blush. And then I went in with concealer. The concealer I'm using today is the Hourglass Concealer in the color Sand 1.45. So now with a damp beauty blender, we're just going to blend this all in. So first I'm actually going to blend in, I'm going to blend in the contour first with the same contour brush we were using. And I'm just going to blend it in first slightly. Because it's pretty dried out, the product. So go in. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the beauty blender and blend this in. Oh, and I also applied the contour one around my lips. I forgot to mention that. I love to do this to make my lips look more big and plump, to contour my lips. And now for my nose contour, we're going to go in with this smaller brush. If I could find you. See, we're going to go in with a brush like this, a little smaller, and blend. And I love to take my nose contour to my eyes and just make sure it's like seamless and blended in. So I bring it up to my crease and I just blend it like that up to my brow. So Let's put a little bit more of cream blush because I did not put enough. This color is so pretty. Ugh. And then we're gonna put a little bit on the nose. Like that. And now I'm mostly gonna go in with a brush. So this is like, I don't know, from a brand. It says Kala. And it's like just like an angled brush like this. And we're gonna place it. We're gonna blend our cheek blush like this. And I like to take mines a little bit on the corner of my eye like that. Everything is just blending straight up. And we're just like lifting the face. Okay. Now we're gonna set. So we're gonna set under eyes with the Givenchy Prism Libre powder. I use this in the number 3, the rose. So it's just like a pink powder. I love this one. So I'm just gonna set this with the same beauty blender. I'm just gonna make sure I pick up the product like this. And I'm gonna first dab it on the back of my hand to spread it and just place it right under my eyes. And I take it up like that. So I only like to use this powder in the center of my face. The powder I like to use on the outside is the Kosas Cloud Set powder. This is in the color Feathery. So I use this on the outside of my face, and I'm just gonna get like a powder brush. So something like this that's a little dense. That's more dense, and it's just like a good size. So this is from Kosas, and I'm just gonna pick up the product and place it like on the outside of my face, like this, and on my neck. Like that. We are going to use today the one from Patrick Ta. This is the She Sculptive Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. It's like all dirty, sorry. But this is so good. I love Patrick Ta products. So we're just gonna use the powder, and we're gonna also get a contour brush, one that's angled, and we're actually just gonna pick up some product, dab the excess, and we're not gonna swipe, we're gonna pounce like that. We're just maintaining the product in the area, and we're just not wiping all the product we have underneath. So we're just gonna work in sections like that. Now we're gonna go in with blush. I think I'm gonna go in with the Giorgio Armani blush in 51. It's like a more, it's like a mauvey pink. And with that same brush that we did the liquid blush, I'm just gonna pick up some product, dab the axis, and the apples of the cheeks on top of that contour, place it like that. So pretty. Don't forget the nose. And sometimes I like to apply some blush on my forehead. A little bit, just a little bit to make everything just like more blended. So for eyes, I'm gonna use like AB3 palettes. First, I'm gonna go in with my brow, like the brownie colors and the blacks from the Patrick Ta Major Dimension number 3 palette. This is such a good everyday palette. I use it literally every day for just all my looks. So I'm gonna use this. I'm also gonna go in with like an oldie. I bought this so long ago. I'm sorry. I used to have really old palettes. This is from Kat Von D. This is the Metal Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This is huge. Look at it. Like, remember when palettes used to be like so extravagant and like now they're all more compact and smaller, but this was huge. So we're gonna use this bad boy on like the green colors. So we're gonna do this. And also I have the Master Palette by Mario and it has a green shade. So I think we're gonna go in with that as well. I don't know. Let's just play around and see what we get. And we'll work from there. So we're gonna go with the Patrick Tall palette and we're gonna pick up the color. Mine's is all messed up because my husband dropped it. So we're gonna go in with this color here all over our lid. We're gonna just use a fluffy brush like this. This is from Morphe and M441. So we're gonna pick up some product. So we're just gonna put this all over our crease. Thank you, E. Thank you. So we're just gonna put this all over our crease and also blend into like that nose contour that we did earlier. And I always want to blend up, so I never want to go down. I always want to blend like where I would put my wing liner, just naturally in that direction. Then now let's go in with the Master Palette by Mario. We're gonna pick up the color Bronze with a flat brush. So we're gonna use this eyeshadow brush. It's just like a flat brush and we're gonna pick up that product and we're just gonna keep it at the center. So let's just tap the axis and we're gonna keep it here. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god. I miss this palette so much. It's so freaking pretty. We're gonna go back with the Patrick Tall palettes and we're actually gonna use the cream black liner that's in here so we can make the wing liner and then we're gonna smoke it out. The black from this palette. So pick it up. And what I like to do is I make the stroke first on my hand like that. I know I'm gonna get like a sharp line like that. And I'm just gonna try to do a wing. So I'm just gonna follow the direction of my lower lash line up. Oh my god, my eyes get so watery sometimes. Okay, so with that, let's just use a pencil brush. So we're gonna use a small pencil brush. This is also a Morphe brush, either E36 or E38. Sorry. So we're gonna go in with actually the black shadow now. So we're just gonna pick up a little bit because they are pigmented and we are going to diffuse that liner that we did. So we're gonna just diffuse it. Start to diffuse it. But this, I'm just diffusing the my lid part, not the wing. The wing, I'm gonna use a separate brush. We're just diffusing. Actually, I take that back. We're gonna go in with a Morphe M382 brush. So we're gonna go in with this and we're gonna blend that out. That's gonna be a lot better with this brush. So we're gonna blend this out. Pick up some more black and we're gonna blend that liner. Now we have it blended enough and we're gonna go in now with the Kat Von D palette. We're gonna pick up the color Moss and with that same brush and we're just gonna pick up that green and blend on top of that the black liner. So pretty. So we're gonna keep it like that. And then do the same thing on the other eye. So back in with our liner. So now let's go back in with that smudger brush. Pick up some black. We're gonna smudge out this lash line. And then we're gonna go back with the Kat Von D palette and pick up that green. And we're gonna place it on top. Blend, blend, blend. All right, so pretty. Now we're gonna go back into the Patrick Tall palette, and we're gonna pick up with a fluffy brush like this, a clean brush. This shade here, just a little bit. Have the access, and we're gonna apply this in our crease to blend in that green a little bit better. So we'll go back to that same brush, pick up a little bit more of that brown, and we're going to blend on top of the darker brown that we placed. So yeah, that. Then go back to that other brush and blend the brown in. Okay. And now when we get again that green, that same green, and mix it with the black a little bit, and we're gonna line under. Okay. And now with that same liner brush, we're gonna line your little wing on the inner corner. So pick up from the Patrick Ta, the cream liner, and we're just gonna do a little wing in the inner corner. We're gonna put a little bit of powder under our eyes for we could put in some mascara. So I'm just gonna pick up in a powder brush and just loosely just put some powder under here. And we're gonna curl our lashes with the Shiseido lash curler. This is the best thing. It makes your eyelashes, it definitely curls them, and it gives like such a good hold. So, and then we're gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara, one of my favorite mascaras. So I like to apply mascara before we put on fake eyelashes. Like that, it just blends easier. So I put a little bit on. We're gonna go in with the Kiss Bare Affair lashes. So we're gonna do a pair of these. I like to apply the glue on the lash. Make sure you put a good amount at the ends. Make sure it dries a little bit, like that it gets tacky. It's just an easier application. Okay, so what I like to do is make sure you could go like this actually to the lash, like that is more flexible. And then I grab the center and I just place it on top of my lashes. I don't maneuver it yet. I just place it on top like that. I'm fine with just doing a full strip of lashes. And also my eyes are very big, so usually the full strip works on me. So you couldn't just use half of the lash or just cut them in sections like that. You could apply them easier. So yeah, we have our lashes on. We're gonna go back with our mascara and apply just a little bit like that. They're blended in with our real lashes. It just looks more seamless. So we're gonna have like that. Just apply a little bit. Now we're actually gonna go in with the One Size powder melt setting spray and put it all over. So for highlighter, we're gonna go in with Becca Prosecco Pop, just like a champagne highlighters, and I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia brush, and then just put it on top. that. So first we're gonna start off with a lip butter balm. We're gonna use the Summer Fridays. Then we're gonna use, to line our lips, we're gonna use the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Warm Brown. So I'm just gonna line my lips. And for our lip color, we're gonna use we're gonna use this nude lip stain. It's from Tier. It's in number 26 Bearable. We're gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario lip gloss in Rose Crush. So let me change and like you guys could see the final look. So this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I am obsessed with this green smoky eye. I think it looks so pretty and it complements brown eyes so well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, and also subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.